a little word before when you said DeFi, right? Now, can you explain what DeFi is short for and what it means?
So DeFi is short for Decentralized Finance, and it is essentially giving everyday people access to financial services which are basically exclusive to high net worth individuals. So, just all these banking services that the average person is not going to get. Like, you don't go to the bank and you don't get that much percent. But if you have, half $500 million, you have a couple $1 billion, it's a different story, right? What's that? I know that saying, like, if you owe the bank like 10 grand, it's your problem. But if the bank owes you $100 million, then it's their problem. Yeah. So like they care about people who have more money because that is where they make their money off of, right. And transaction fees, overdraft fees.
As soon as you put your money in the bank, they're calling their big boy loan guys.
Right.
As soon as you guys do that.
Right. I understand that. Like I remember getting into crypto and watching the YouTube video, and this guy was like, "Listen, man, if you got $100,000 in the bank next year and you don't touch it, next year you got $98,000."
Well, yeah. Well, to touch on that, the purchasing power of $1 million right now is 30 million. So if you don't have $30 million, you don't have $1 million from if we're talking about 1913 or something like that, 1940.
Explain that math again, how's it work?
Okay, so the purchasing power is being depleted. So to have 30 million
of American dollars.
If you have 30 million, you have equivalent to 1 million purchasing power from back in the day, in the 1900s.
Oh, okay.
In the 1900s. That's a problem. If you look at milk is not the same. If you look at cheese is not the same. The price is not the same. So you're losing value ever since 1913, your dollar. Your dollar can buy what today? Not even the McDonald's burger.
I mean, milk is more for the gallon than oil is. Right? How much is a gallon of milk?
Yikes.
$5 something? $6.
$6.
Yo,
That's
milk
crazy.
is more expensive than gas, bro. That's crazy.
I just bought that shit. I just bought some milk.
Yeah.
I drink oat milk. That's what I
Yeah. And like you gotta understand, these wealth managers, they don't let people in the group unless you have 25 million. And it's the reason why, because that's the equivalent to having 1,500,000. See, us, we chase the 500,000 to 250, even the 10 G's. We're like, oh yeah. But in reality, adjust inflation, it's not even worth anything at this moment. Don't we spend $100 like it's a $20?
In New York City, you got to step outside. You spending $100.
Exactly. It's scary because one day $10,000 is going to feel like $100.
I used to have a whole hustle after work. I had a bar to go to at 6, I had a bar to go to at 8, I had a bar to go to at 9, and everybody beers the whole way through. By the time 10 o'clock comes, I can buy a shot of 2.
And so decentralized finance is a potential answer to that, right?
Yes, DeFi is basically it's a solution to bringing these services to more everyday people and not being protected by centralized entities like banks, which don't particularly have the interest of working or middle class people at heart. So just understanding that, okay, this is like how this stuff works. Okay, well now we can have access to this stuff. And so, the decentralized element is that these protocols are open source. Anyone can any coder, any developer can sort of join in and add stuff to it. They can look at the code, they can audit the code, and they can use it. It's like the composability of crypto, because it's open source, means that the innovation can happen 10 times faster, probably even more, because you can build off of once you make a mistake, that mistake is now fixed forever, right? Like, so mistakes are made once, you fix them, and then you keep building, you keep building, you keep building, you keep building. It's really remarkable. I'm not a coder, but it's like ridiculous to be in an ecosystem in crypto, like the community where it's like so many developers and so many, shape rotators and people that just engineers that think differently. They're not like, they socialize differently. And they're just like, it's like a genius in someone. It's just like.